Hey preppers, Homestead Prepper here. I wanted to show you all a little bit about woodworking and give you a little insight on how I built my kitchen myself for cheap. And well, let's get started. We made our kitchen out of black cherry. We went to a local sawmill. A guy was doing it himself, and he had this cherry wood up there for $2 a board foot, which I thought was a smoking deal. Of course, it was rough cut like this right here, and this has been planed, and these are some pieces we had over, and it was really beautiful wood. Every piece of wood was just different and had its own little unique beauty about it. But one of the videos I wanted to show you how to plane and mill your own wood. Okay, and like I said, the price of wood is pretty expensive. There's a local place around here, and they sell finished cherry for it's either $7 or $9 a board foot, which is way too expensive. Now, what this is a piece of laurel oak. My brother-in-law had this in his yard, and I helped him take it out, and I couldn't see just chopping the wood up into little pieces and getting rid of it. It's such a waste. So I have I've cut these slabs right here, and I have one of those Alaskans that you hook to your chainsaw, and I was able to get a couple good slabs out of it. And the beauty is, of course, it's free minus the labor. But if you look at this wood right here, you'll see how it gets like this cupping on it. Okay, now this was air dried. I don't have a commercial kiln, and what I've done is cut down where the splits were and where you see the cupping, because if it's really cupped, like this big piece right here won't go through the planer, or it'll go through but it won't come out right. And let me just show you. I've already got a piece sawed up here. Y'all are messing with this oak wood. It's pretty heavy. So what I did is I've cut it and cut the edges off, like right here, and then this stuff is this is going to go in my smoker. So, and I've got a piece here that's already been partially planed. And you can see here's the chainsaw marks right here, and this is where the planer has smoothed it out.
That high part.
And it's taken off the high part, and this is the low part. So it needs to go a couple more passes through the planer. And if you look, this water right here, now this still has to be sanded with 220 grit sandpaper, but if you put a little water on there, it really starts to bring out the grain of the wood. When you put a stain on it, it's really beautiful. Anyway, I just want to show you that, and let me show you my my planer that I've got here. Well, let me show you this right here. This is the dust collector. You have to use a dust collector with a planer. Now, if you're doing real small pieces of wood, you probably don't need it, but for big pieces like that, and you're taking off a lot of material, you gotta have a dust collector. And this is my well, y'all already know how to operate a saw. And this is the hose right here. And what I did is I stole my hose off of my shop vac, and I just got metal fast tape on there holding it on. Crude but effective. And this is my planer. And now this is the feature I like the best on my planer, is I took the handle off and I attached this drill to it, and it raises and lowers the planer, and it does it a lot faster than I can do it by hand. And this right here, the switch on it failed, and instead of paying $30 for a switch, I just got a house switch. This was something I had on my truck, and I just put that in there and fixed it. So just to give you some ideas. Well, let's plane a piece of wood, and we'll show you all what it's all about. It's pretty simple. Oh, one thing I forgot is a lot of people on YouTube seem to be against safety. Somebody's trying to call me. They seem to be anti-safety, and you know, if you're an expert, you know, with things, and you feel comfortable handling dangerous items, hey, that's about you. But whenever I do tools like this, I use hearing protection, and that's because when I get older I'd like to be able to hear. If you're not concerned with that, then don't use it. And also I like to use safety glasses, okay, because I don't want to get a piece of wood in my eye and get blinded. So anyway, let's get started. Let's turn this on right here. Turn this on. And there you go, there's a piece of wood. Now I wouldn't use that in my cabinets, I mean, unless you're really after the rustic look. But see how it's got these splits in it right here? What happens is you put this on a joiner and you'll actually eat up a lot of that trying to get a nice flat edge. And here again, there's the beauty of the wood. I mean, it just makes all the difference in the world. That is beautiful wood, and the best part, for a little sweat, it was free. So, just wanted to, I want to show you one more thing. Whenever I put this on a joiner, I get me a nice flat edge right here. Well, a lot of times when you do face frames, they're 1 3/4 inches or they're 2 inches or whatever you want. Or if you want a board that's 4 inches wide, what I will do is I will raise this thing up like this. And I will run it through the planer like that, and then what that does, now I know it's unconventional, and I'm a self-taught carpenter, so all you real carpenters out there, if y'all have a better way, hey, I'd love to hear it. But this is how I did it, and it worked for me. So anyway, this is the Homestead Prepper signing out.